Okay, folks, listen carefully. You're about to see new information that you've never seen about this particular event. I guarantee it. And I am going to keep my opinion about this particular event to myself, but everyone who knows my channel would know what I think about this event. Okay, so that is why I'm not talking about it because it's off limits, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to connect that event to the Devil Twins, Elvis and Trump, and how it connects to this Seattle event that's coming. I told you there's going to be a spectacular event in Seattle involving the Space Needle and that whole area of King County, and Elvis was known as the King. I told you Seattle is going to get struck, Seattle, Washington, on or right around June 11th. Okay? And the other prediction I have is Trump gets his head wound on August 4th, Obama's birthday, in Ohio. Okay? That's the other prediction. But right now it has to do with both of these guys, but it's mainly about the Seattle event. And notice that this word right here has the EL because, Elvis has the EL, and I told you EL means God in Hebrew. So let's look at the date that this shooting happened. It happened on 12/14, December 14th, 2012. 12/14. And that just happens to be Washington's death date. Okay? December 14th, 12/14. So if you remember my old video about this event, I was the first truther to show you that this school was located at this particular street, which is the PP reference. I'm not going to even say it. Okay? You see that? And notice that it says the word in right here. Okay? It's in. But when you ask Google, they write EN instead of IN. And they've never changed it because when I did this video years ago, right after this particular event, uh, they never they've never changed it. The street sign says IN, but they have EN. So listen carefully. So they say the shooter, this guy right here, the shooter killed his mother first, and he also died in this event. So if you don't count him and his mother and only the people at the school, it was 20, it was, where is it? 26 people total. 26. And look at the date, December 14th. Like I said, right? 12 plus 14 equals 26. 12/14 is 26. And then 26 people died, right? And the word God equals 26. Just like my channel name, it's 26, the number. And from the day of the shooting, which was Washington's death date, remember, Washington died on December 14th, the day the shooting happened, to Elvis's birthday, January 8th, is 26 days. And 26 equals God. Like I just said, 26 people died, and 12 plus 14 is 26. And Elvis was born on January 8th. And if you did a breakdown of the 26 that were killed at that school, it's 20 children, 6 adults, right? So it's 206, which just happens to be the Seattle area code, 206. You see? And I just showed you that it happened on Washington's birthday, this event. Washington's death date. If I said birthday earlier, I apologize. It's Washington's death date. And do you remember right after that event happened, when the Super Bowl came around, a month later, month and a half later, Jennifer Hudson sang with the people of that shooting. You know what I mean? I mean, the people of that school, if you know what I'm saying. Hudson, just like the school is located on Dickinson. You see what I'm saying? Hudson, Dickinson. Oh, and by the way, HUD in Hudson, HUD equals 33. Now, if you went from Elvis's birthday to December 14th, you know, whatever, you can use that year it happened, but from Elvis's birthday to Washington's death day and the day the shooting happened, look at that, 11 months, 6 days. And if you add that final day, it'll be 7 days, but up to that day, it's 11 months, 6 days, 11/6, which is the backwards of 6/11, you see? Elvis, the day Elvis manifests in Seattle. And they demolished that old school where the shooting happened, and the new one opened on August 29th of 2016. And I told you the 216 is super important. That's August 4th, the 216th day of the year. Anyway, it opened on August 29th. This particular information is not that important. I have really good ones coming up. Just wait. Look, August 29th, on the old calendar, 9/11 was August 29th on the Julian calendar. So, because we're on the Gregorian calendar now, so 9/11 would have been August 29th. Anyway, what I wanted you to see was between Washington's death date and August 29th, it's 8 months and 16 days. Forget about the years. It's 8 months, 16 days. Look, it even has the 44 number. 44 equals kill. But 8 months and 16 days. Why is that important? 8/16, 1977, Elvis died. 8/16. You see, everything connects to Elvis. But wait till you see this information that I'm going to show you that connects to Trump, Elvis's devil twin. Sorry about that. So Donald Trump was born on June 14th, 1946. We're going to go from his birthday, the day he was born, to the day that shooting happened. So now pay attention. So from Trump's birthday, the day he was born in 1946, to the day of the shooting. And remember, this is Washington's death date, the day of the shooting in 2012. Let's see how many months and years. Look at this. Look at that. 66 years, 6 months. There's your 666. You see that? Up to that date. You think that's a coincidence? You're nuts. I have one more super important information to show you that you've never seen. But before I show you that, let me just show you 2 more things that I've shown before that connect Elvis to the 6/11 and to Washington's death. So I've shown this before. Look, from Washington's death date, 12/14, to the day Elvis died, August 16th, is 611 days. Okay? You see that? 6/11. And 6/11 is the day I'm telling you that Seattle gets struck and Elvis manifests. Now let's go from Elvis's death date to June 11th and see what we get. The only thing I did different is I had to change the year to make it a leap year, because only on a leap year it becomes 666 days up to June 11th from Elvis's death date. You see that? Okay. Anyway, I've shown this before, but I'm going to show you the new info in a minute. So remember I told you about this horse called Seattle Slew? And slew means to kill. Kill Seattle, you understand? And I've shown you how EL and the initials SW is Seattle, Washington. EL means God. Listen, I'm not going to and SW equals 42. Elvis died at the age of 42. Washington is a 42nd state. I'm not going to, I don't want to get into that, but I have to say that. Anyway, so Seattle Slew, Kill Seattle. This horse won the most prestigious race in horse racing, which is to win the Triple Crown. It's very few horses have done it. And he did it on June 11th, 1977. That same year Elvis died, in 1977. And June 11th, there it is. Seattle gets struck on 6/11. You see this? If you think these are coincidences, you're crazy. I've shown this before, but I have to show you this for you to understand what I'm about to show you. So the date is 6/11/77. And remember, Elvis died that same year, 6/11/77. So this calculation that I'm about to show you, before I show you what it equals, I want you to see what I'm calculating. So from Elvis's birthday, the day he was born in 1935, up to December 14th, 2012, the day this incident happened, this shooting. And remember, this is Washington's death date, 12/14. So it's not including the last day. It's up to that day, okay? Because you can count it both ways, either up to that day or that whole day. Anyway, so from Elvis's birthday to Washington's death, to Washington's death day, but the actual shooting day. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay, there's the dates. Now look right here. It's 77 years, 11 months, 6 days. Now say it backwards. 6/11/77. You see, that's the date Seattle Slew won the Triple Crown, 6/11/77, the year Elvis died. And it has to do with slew, which means to kill, destroy. It's to destroy Seattle. Don't you understand? And remember, this connects to Washington because it's Washington's death day this incident happened, this shooting. Don't you see what's going on? I mean, what are the chances for that? 77 years, 11 months, 6 days, 6/11/77. Come on. And when you put that together with what I showed you earlier with Trump, the day he was born up to the shooting, it's 66 years and 6 months. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is, how many coincidences do you want before you understand what this was? Anyway, folks, that's all I have to say. Just remember my 2 predictions, and can you believe this school? Look, folks, I have so much more info I could show you about this, connecting the dates and stuff, but I'm not going to get into it. But anyway, the street name is Dickinson. Anyway, folks, my throat is still messed up. Anyway, end of video.